In Newport, Washington, we are the Grizz 91.5 KUBS. Cubs FM, Newport High School.
I'm Cameron Whittle here at Newport High School with Xander Adams, where your Newport Grizzlies will be taking on the Colville Indians. We'll be right back with tonight's pregame right here on 91.5 Cubs FM.
Cubs FM.
Bonner Saw and Power Equipment is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located at 682 High Street in Priest River, Idaho, Bonner Saw is an authorized dealer of Husqvarna and Echo chainsaws, as well as lawn and garden equipment, sales, and service. Bonner Saw and Power Equipment can be contacted at 208-448-1522. That's 208-448-1522. Bonner Saw and Power Equipment, where our customers are our neighbors and our friends.
Cubs FM.
Bonner Saw and...
South Cubs FM gives a big thanks to Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post. Located at 917 9th Street, just before the high school in Priest River, Big Moose Rental Center provides a variety of amenities: rentals, secondhand, consignment, eBay sales, antiques, and more. Big Moose Rental Center is open from 7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 Saturday and Sunday. You may contact Big Moose Rental Center at 208-448-2736. The right tool for the right job. That's Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post.
Cubs FM would like to thank Albany Falls Building Supply for their valued support. Located at 520 Highway 2 at the east end of the Old Town Bridge, they are open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday 7 to 6, Saturday 8 to 5, and Sunday 9 to 4. Albany Falls Building Supply offers all types of building materials including lumber, tools, hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, and lawn and care supplies. You may contact them at 208-437-3153. Albany Falls Building Supply, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Selkirk Ace Hardware in Old Town, Idaho is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Selkirk Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and they offer full-service hardware along with customer service to help you take care of your home. Selkirk Ace Hardware, 208-437-5669. Once again, that's 437-5669. They are located just across the bridge at 495 East Highway 2. Selkirk Ace Hardware, your hometown difference.
Welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. I'm Xander Adams with Cameron Whittle, and tonight the Grizzlies battle the Colville Indians at home. Now we take a look at Newport. The Grizzlies are 11-1 after their last matchup against the Riverside Rams. Tug Smith had 21 to lead Newport to a 78-42 win. In league, Newport is 5-1. The last time the Grizzlies faced Colville, Newport blew them out 79-36. Tug Smith led the charge offensively and defensively, stuffing the stat sheet with 29 points and 9 steals. Expect a similar outcome tonight as Smith has been cooking with a season average of 16 points per game. That's all for the Newport Grizzlies. Stay tuned for some information on Colville on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Cubs FM would like to thank Broncourse Company for their sponsorship. Broncourse Company is a full-service environmental contractor specializing in mechanical logging, forestry mulching, road construction, watershed restoration, excavation, and demolition. Broncourse Company is located in Elk, Washington, and can be contacted at 509-292-9701. Again, that's 509-292-9701. Good people serving a great community. That's Broncourse Company.
Cubs FM says thank you to the Camas Medical and Dental Clinic. Located in the Camas Center for Community Wellness, they provide medical and dental services to the public, including routine office visits, lab services, x-ray, well child care, women's health, immunizations, chiropractic, physical and aquatic therapy, nutrition counseling, and routine dental care and prevention. Camas Medical and Dental Clinic, compassionate care for complete wellness. 447-7111 or on the web at Kalispelltribe.com.
Concept Cable is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Concept Cable provides digital cable service as well as high-speed internet to Newport, Old Town, Priest River, Diamond Lake, and much of the surrounding area. You may find the Concept Cable business office at 412 South Union Avenue in Newport. You may contact them at 208-437-4544, or you may log on to conceptcable.com, your local broadband provider. That's Concept Cable.
Thank you for tuning into this Grizzly basketball broadcast. Now we will take a look at the Indians. The Indians have an overall record of 3-11 and a league record of 1-5. In their most recent matchup versus the 9-5 Lakeside Eagles, they lost with a final score of 92-59, where Cunningham led the Indians in scoring with 16 points. That was a look at the Indians. Stay tuned for starting lineups in the beginning of this competition right here on 91.5 Cubs FM.
And we are jumping right into some starting lineups here at Newport High School. The Colville Indians are visiting the Newport Grizzlies. I'm Xander Adams here with the wonderful Cameron Whittle. We got him here on the boys broadcast today in the absence of Josh Carlson. We're going to be jumping into some Colville starting lineups. First, a 5'6" senior, Kobe Cunningham. A 5'10" sophomore, Sam Anderson. A 6'1" senior, Jacob Lindquist. A 6'2" senior, Caleb Heidinger. And a 6'4" senior, Kenny Quayle. Now for the Newport Grizzlies, we have their usual starting lineups. Number 5, Tug Smith, who is a 5'10" senior. A 6'3" sophomore, Michael Owen. A 6'1" sophomore, Ben Krog. A 6 foot sophomore, Tegan Prange. And then the 5'11" senior, Danny Bradbury. Again, expect fantastic games from Tug Smith and Danny Bradbury, as always, for the Newport Grizzlies. Putting up amazing stat lines last game. Tug Smith didn't even play the fourth quarter against the Riverside Rams earlier this week. Or last week, actually, last Friday, rather. Tug Smith dropping 19 points in the first 3 quarters alone. Fantastic play by him. Bradbury followed him up with 14 of his own, shooting fantastically. Had a lot of memorable moments, like moments you see that you're going to remember that for a while. At the top of the point, nailing threes right in the face of the defenders, shaking them off and driving to the basket. Fantastic overall play by the Grizzlies. Grizzlies will be traveling right to left on your radio dial. Of course, the Indians the opposite once we get into the tip-off.
Yeah, and you mentioned Danny Bradbury and just three-point shooting in general, and he has dramatically improved his three-point shooting game. And he's never been a bad shooter per se, but just from last year to this year, his improvement is absolutely spectacular, and you can see that in the numbers. I believe both Danny and Tug averaging around 19 in the last 4 or 5 games.
Yes, absolutely. I think to be exact, Bradbury averaging 19 and Tug Smith averaging 20 points per game over the last 5. It's going to be Grizzly ball off the tip. They're wearing white against the Colville's maroon color. Again, they're traveling right to left on your radio dial. It's at point. Michael Owen holds it for the Grizzlies, passing it to left wing to Bradbury. Taking it to point, just on the arc as he takes a jumper and airballs it. Saved out of bounds on the baseline. Tug Smith on the right elbow now, pulling up at Jay as he recovers the ball. Wow, rattling out, hits the glass, and rolls back in. 2-0. Grizzlies take the first lead of the game with 7:31 left in the first. Indians ball now on the far sideline. Moving to the center circle, a trap in the backcourt. Kobe Cunningham gets past Tug Smith. There's a 10-second violation called.
Great job by the Grizzlies, letting anything easy get by the half-court line.
Yeah, and that's a press they've been becoming more confident with recently. Against the Riverside Rams, they started playing it in the second quarter and just completely shut them down. Don't be surprised if you see similar defensive play here for the Grizzlies. Quickly, Michael Owen on the left block, laying it up and missing. Rebounds it himself, and there's a jump called on the key.
Even though it ended up being a jump ball and it's Colville's ball off that jump ball, that was a terrific move by Michael Owen to get to the basket. He shook his defender, faked him out, and if he gets in that similar situation, I'd expect him to take the shot.
Absolutely. Colville into the forecourt now, double teamed on the baseline, or near sideline rather, and it's almost taken away by Smith, but moving the ball to the left wing. A 3 is taken and missed by Heidinger. Grizzly ball now. Good pass by Smith, but better defense by Cunningham as he strips it away for the Indians. On the right wing now with it is Anderson driving into the right block. It's lost. Bradbury recovers it for the Grizzlies. 6:42 left in the first. Grizzlies up by 2. On the left wing, Bradbury moving in. Nice fake hook pass to the left corner. So good, really, that Tegan Prange wasn't expecting it. It's out on the near sideline in Colville ball. In the backcourt, Cunningham passing it to Lindquist. Lindquist taking it across now to the arc. Through all the defenders, bouncing into the left block. It's stolen away by Michael Owen for the Grizzlies. A long pass, a football pass really to the right block, and Tug Smith misses the shot, but gets the foul. And that was great court vision by Michael Owen as he's on the baseline after he grabs the rebound, just slinging it all the way across the court. Really not even looking all that much to find where Tug Smith exactly was, just knowing it'll find the man.
Yeah, that foul charge number 4, Sam Anderson of the Indians, his first personal and the first team foul.
Tug Smith expanding the lead to 3 with that free throw. One more shot for Smith. It's pending on the line. That's up. And it's 4-0 now as he sinks that one with 6:20 left in the first. Grizzlies up against the Colville Indians. Anderson in the backcourt passing to Cunningham. Back to Anderson, over to Cunningham again. They're finally crossing over. High pass to the left elbow. Gets knocked away, so it's at the left corner. And trapped in the corner, Lindquist just throws it off the leg of Ben Krog. Out of bounds. It's going to be Indians' ball. At the point now, a quick three fired. And that is good for Sam Anderson, putting the first points up on the board. It's 4-3 with 6 minutes left in the first. At left wing now is Prange. Dumping it to the left block. Turnaround spin. Fadeaway jumper on the baseline by Ben Krog, and that was silky smooth.
Beautiful shot there by Ben.
6'3", I mean, with 5:46 left in the third. Grizzlies having twice the points of Colville at this point. At the top of the arc, Kobe Cunningham driving into the key, faking a pass, going up with a layup, and Michael Owen just stuffing him so hard from behind. Cunningham, not the tallest player. He stands at 5'6", and Michael Owen, who's 6'3", had no problem rejecting that shot. Grizzly ball now with 5:30 left in the first. It's 6-3. The left wing is Prange, looking for a pass inside. Rotating to the right wing now to Krog. Down to further down the wing. Smith passing back up to point to Bradbury. Jab step. Stays there. Drives past the man. High pass to the right block to Michael Owen. Goes up between contact. No foul is called, but he makes the shot. 8-3 with 5:09 left in the first. Colville ball now. In the backcourt, Lindquist. Double teamed. Get past the two men. The left wing now. Moving it to the arc and a no-look pass to the right wing. An open three for Cunningham. Just barely misses as it bounces around. It's Grizzly ball.
Foul charge number 42. Kenny Quayle, first personal, second team foul for Colville.
Smith taking it up the court for the Grizzlies with 4:47 left in the first. Newport leads 8-3. On the right wing, Krog passing it to Bradbury at the point. Nice bounce pass into the right block. Michael Owen, another bounce pass and a reverse layup by Ben Krog. Bounces in. 10-3, 4:33 left in the first. Grizzlies up. Colville ball in the backcourt to Lindquist. Now taking to the front court on the far sideline, getting a pass off. It's stolen away by Bradbury. Throwing it up to the right wing to Michael Owen, and the ref stopped the clock. Blow a whistle, and they're going to call Colville ball.
Some sort of violation, I'm thinking, on Danny Bradbury. Maybe they said that he carried it. It was a little bit of an untraditional move. Either way, Colville basketball, far sideline.
Yeah, and as it's inbounded, Tug Smith kicks it away, so it's going to be Colville ball again on the far sideline after the kickball violation's called. Stolen by Krog now on the right wing. It's Newport ball. Chucks the pass to the Tug Smith on the right block. Looks like he's going straight for the basket. Passes it to the left block to Prange, who misses a layup. It's Colville ball. Credit that rebound to Kobe Cunningham. Cunningham on the right wing now, driving to the corner. Back out to Lindquist at point. Handing it back off to Cunningham on the right wing. Bouncing into the right elbow, tipped away by Owen. Rolls out of bounds on the near sideline. It remains Colville ball.
Coming in for the Grizzlies, that's Sam Thomas for Tegan Prange.
10-3 is the score. Indians trailing by 7 with 3:50 left in the first. And another steal by Newport. Sam Thomas on the left block. Easy pass to Tug Smith on the right block. Misses the layup. Didn't quite have handles on it. Indians ball on the rebound. Tipped away by Bradbury. Recovered by Sam Thomas. Another break for Newport on the left block. Going up and fouled hard by Cunningham. No shot there, but he's going to be sent to the line.
Yeah, very obvious foul there on Kobe Cunningham.
Yeah, you get to a point where you get a little irritated with how good the defense is playing, forcing 3 or 4 turnovers in this first quarter. Cunningham going up with fire, just missing the ball and getting more body.
Yeah, and Grizzlies obviously 10-3 lead, and what's impressive is they've been able to do that with 0 fouls so far. And coming in for Colville, Taeb Wilson. He's coming for Sam Anderson.
Yeah, definitely impressive, especially compared to the 3 team fouls that Colville has. It's been a timeout called by Colville. And just a quick announcement, as it's 11-3 with 3:35 left in the first. Cubs FM, it has a ticket giveaway. For Monster Jam, the Triple Threat Series, Dierks Bentley, and WWE Live pregame pandemonium, all at Spokane's Veteran Memorial Arena. We have tickets for those events, and you can enter to win 3 ways. You can call, email, or Facebook message Cubs FM. Simply leave a message with your name, contact information, and preferred event. Call Cubs FM at 447-4931 or email at kubsfm@newportgrizz.com. or message us on Facebook. One entry per person. We'll be drawing winners next Wednesday and Wednesday the 30th. Of course, next Wednesday for Monster Jam, which is coming up sooner, and then the 2 events after that. Again, we're going to be having some ticket giveaways soon here on Cubs FM. Make sure you stay tuned throughout the next weeks for that announcement. Thomas now at the line for his second shot as we come back from the break. Missing off back iron. It's Colville ball with 3:30 left in the first. Grizzlies up by 8. Lindquist at the point, and it looks like over and back's called.
It was close. He caught the ball about at the line. He jumped over the line, caught it in midair. So it's hard to tell exactly where he is, but the ref saw that he caught the ball behind the line.
Grizzly ball now with 3:24 left in the first. Bradbury at the right wing. Newport up by 8. A nice pass into the right block by Krog to Owen. Gets the defender all over him, and there's a foul called.
Foul charge number 42. That's Kenny Quayle, his second personal and the 4th team foul for the Colville Indians this half. And coming in for Colville, McKinnon Floner coming in for the foul-troubled Quayle.
Yeah, Quayle, a big man playing down the post, a starter. They're going to want to preserve him as he already has 2 fouls. Tug Smith on the inbound, tries to oop it in, but misses, grabs his own rebound, throws it right in to expand the Newport lead to 10 with 3:09 left in the first. Lindquist on the near sideline, guarded barely closely by Smith, and Thomas cannot get the ball away. And thrown up high, grabbed by Cunningham on the left wing. Passing out a pass to left corner, saved by Wilson. Kobe Cunningham throwing it up, why not? Very deep from the left wing, about 27 feet out, missing that. It's Grizzly ball now on the left wing. Bradbury fires a pass to the right wing, very open. Smith missing the 3, rebounded by Owen. Pump fake, goes up with the layup, misses. Rebounded now by Colville. Heidinger with that board. 2:30 left in the first. Grizzlies up by 10. At the right wing is Wilson. For the Indians, passing it down to the corner to Cunningham. Chucking it across to the left wing. High pass caught by Lindquist. Guarded closely by Smith now. 2:15 left in the first. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving into the key, floating it up. Bounces around and then in for Lindquist. Grizzlies up by 8 with 2 minutes left in the first. Left corner, open 3 for Thomas. Rattles out. Boarding that was Floner for the Indians. Nearly stripped away by Smith, but Indians on the break now to the left wing. Nice no-look pass left corner. Cunningham for 3. Bricks again. Rebounded by Thomas for the Grizzlies. At the right corner now is Smith, passing it to Thomas as he cuts through. Misses his shot. Rebounded by Cunningham for the Indians. 1:40 left in the first. Colville's trailing by 8. It's 13-5. Lindquist dribbling in down into the key. Missing the shot. Nice no-look pass as he gets the board. It's out to the left wing now. A 3 misses by Wilson. Bradbury grabs rebound. Football pass to the other side. Thomas cans it from the right block as he lays it in. And that's just a nice pass by Bradbury right on the board. Outlets it straight over. Just arches it straight to the Thomas. And another steal for Newport. Tug Smith now reading the pass way too easily and taking it away from Cunningham. 17-5 as he makes that layup with 1 minute left in the first. Indian ball. They're at center circle. With it is Lindquist. Double team by Smith and Thomas. Throwing it to the point. Passing it to the right wing. Dishing it back to point. Lindquist moving into the key. Back out to the right wing. Right block, rather. And missing the shot there was Heidinger. 44 seconds left in the first. Long pass by Bradbury again. Nearly ooping it in was Owen. Misses it. Rebounded by Krog. Takes his own shot. Another miss. And finally, Owen bags it from the right block. 19-5 with 33 left in the first. Cunningham for the Indians at center circle. Bouncing into the far sideline to Lindquist. He's dribbling. Contested by Smith. Pitching it back to the point. A 25-foot 3 falls for Cunningham. That's an impressive shot. 19-8 now with 17 seconds left in the first. Bradbury at point. Uses a screen to get to the right wing. Taking a contested 3. Trying to match Cunningham's and can't, but it's rebounded by Smith on the right block. A good contest by Thomas as he pokes it out of the hands of a Colville rebounder. But it's called out of bounds on the baseline as Smith falls trying to grab it.
Luke Nichols and Nick Dearwest are coming in for the Grizzlies. Sam Anderson coming in for Colville, along with one other player. Wasn't able to catch who that was.
4 seconds left in the first. Now it's pitched up to the right wing. Pass over to the left corner with 0.4 seconds left. It's launched and missed by Lindquist there. That concludes our first quarter of action. 19-8 the score. Grizzlies coming out up by 11. Make sure you stay tuned for some second quarter action here on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Bruce Hunt Farmers Insurance is a valued sponsor of this radio station, located at 309 South Washington Avenue in Newport, Washington. Bruce Hunt Farmers Insurance provides home, auto, and life insurance open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Bruce Hunt Farmers Insurance may be contacted at 447-3428 or at bhunt@farmersagent.com. Getting you back where you belong. That's the goal of Bruce Hunt Farmers Insurance.
Excess Disposal Service is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Excess Disposal Service provides weekly commercial and residential roadside garbage can disposal, as well as commercial container services both in town and in rural locations. Excess Disposal may be contacted Monday through Friday from 8 to 3 at 208-437-4502. Serving southern Pend Oreille County since 1972, Cubs FM says thank you to Excess Disposal Service.
Welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. I'm Cameron Whittle alongside Xander Adams, where the Newport Grizzlies are taking on the Colville Indians to score 19-8. 11-point lead for the Grizzlies as the second quarter of action about to be underway here. Grizzly basketball. Mackey inbounding for the Grizzlies, who looks like just came out during the end of the first period. Bradbury with the ball. Now Thomas left wing. Inside of the post is Nichols. Before he's able to get the pass out to Nick Deerwester, looks like Luke maybe took one too many steps. I think he lifted his pivot foot, and he's called for a travel.
Yeah, that's what happened. He's down on the post, trying to get away from his man, lifts his pivot foot before passing it out to Deerwester, who's wide open from three and definitely would have canned it for the Grizzlies.
Wilson with the ball. Colville struggling to get it into the front court. They finally do. Anderson passes left block. Wide open three-pointer. This one no good by Lindquist. Rebounded.
No, that did fall. That did fall, bounce off the front iron, and then down through the net.
So 19-11 the score, as that three did fall. Grizzly basketball.
Yeah, definitely looked odd here. Looked like it bounced to the side, but did fall through.
Once again, Luke Nichols in the post, pass out to Nick Deerwester, three-point shot. That one is good. Deep three-pointer, at least 3 feet behind the arc.
Yeah, Deerwester way too good at banging and knocking down trifectas for the Grizzlies. Leave him open, he will not miss.
22-11 the score, 11-point lead for the Grizzlies. Just about 7 minutes remaining. Shot by Colville, no good. They get their own rebound, three-pointer, no good by Lindquist. And Grizzly basketball after looks like a foul by Colville.
Yeah, it's a push by Floner. That'll be his first personal, the fifth for Colville compared to Newport having 0. Checking in now is Marshall for Lindquist. And we saw this with Colville the last game we played against them and for the Riverside as well. They just kept taking threes that they could not hit. They were shooting terribly from downtown, but kept throwing them up anyways. And as I say that, Nick Mackey for the Grizzlies hitting his own.
25-11 after the three-pointer from the left wing by Nick Mackey, who's certainly a fan favorite here at Newport. Colville able to get it into the front court. Left baseline jump shot, no good for Floner. Rebounded by Sam Thomas of the Grizzlies. Passes ahead to Nick Mackey, where he hit the three earlier. Nearly loses the ball. Back to Thomas. Now top of the key. Inside to Luke Nichols. Turnaround floater. That's good. Great rebound by Sam Thomas. His reverse layup. No good. Rolls out of bounds. Off of Colville. Newport basketball.
And that is one of those shots where if Thomas had hit that, it would have been crazy. He grabs it, leg spread in the air, rolling it up, and then a reverse layup all in the air.
A little bit too strong as it went on the other side of the rim and was not able to fall. Grizzly basketball, Thomas right wing, drives in, hands it off to Luke, right block, his shot, no good. Credit that rebound to Tayob Wilson, who has the ball in the backcourt for the Indians. Now left wing, now into the high post. Ball nearly stolen by the Grizzlies, but Anderson ends up with the ball. Ball worked into the right wing, shot no good for True. Grizzly basketball. Bradbury driving it all by himself. Nice power dribble, goes up with the shot. Count the basket as he's able to get it to fall, and he is fouled. Chance for a three-point play.
Bradbury, fantastic finisher for the Grizzlies and always is able to make it through contact. As he's on the right block and pump fakes, throws it up, and is able to draw contact. And just the gentle touch, just barely gets the rock over in the rim and into the net. Checking in now is Smith, back in for Thomas of the Grizzlies.
27-11 the score. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in this first half. The first and only shot for Danny Bradbury is good, extending their lead 28-11.
Prange now in for Bradbury. The only starters for Newport that are in now, Tug Smith and Tegan Prange. Checking back into the Colville lineup, Caleb Heidinger in for McKinnon-Floner, as that was his second personal. 6 team fouls now for Colville.
Grizzlies inserting their full court press once again. Colville having a hard time getting past it. Nearly taken away by the Grizzlies. They eventually are able to get it in the front court. Marshall with the ball at the point now, right wing. Anderson three-pointer, no good, little bit strong. Rebounded by Tug Smith. 2-on-2 situation here for the Grizzlies. Kick out left baseline three-pointer. Tegan Prange, no good, little bit strong. Great rebound by Luke Nichols. Goes up with the shot, no good. Nick Mackey ends up with the rebound for the Grizzlies. Now Prange, left wing. Now inside of Tug Smith. Great court vision there by Tegan Prange. Tug Smith is all alone at the right block. Great pass, and he gets the bucket to go 30-11.
Tug Smith, a very quick attacker for the Grizzlies, is always able to get himself into open spots. There, down on the right block, just waving his hands open because even Tegan Prange didn't notice that he was wide open. That's how sneaky he is.
Goes out of bounds off of Newport. Still Colville basketball, far sideline. Marshall with the ball. Now to Wilson, left wing, back to the top of the key. Taken away by Prange. Passes to a wide open Tug Smith. Easy finger roll layup is good.
And after Tegan Prange gives the assist to Tug Smith gives it right back to Prange on the next possession.
32-11 the score. 4:50 remaining in this first half. Colville with the ball. Deep three-pointer left wing. This one no good for Wilson. Grizzly basketball. Tug Smith driving once again. Bounce pass to Prange. The right-handed layup from the left block is good. And the score 34-11.
Yeah, and this has just been a huge issue for Colville. They need to hustle back on defense. We have had fast break after fast break after fast break by the Grizzlies because they grab the board and there's already 2 or 3 Newport attackers sprinting down to the other side. Not a whole lot of effort by the Colville defense, and that's showing with a 34-point score by the Grizzlies, not even halfway through the second quarter, compared to the Colville's 11 points.
Yeah, another thing we're seeing is Colville. It doesn't really seem to me like they have a specific offensive plan of attack. It looks like they're just, they're finally able to get the ball into the front court, and they're just taking the first open three, even just semi-open three that they get. And I think that they need to, just settle down and come up with a plan, maybe feed it into the post. They're not really getting their post guys involved very much.
Yeah, that's definitely somewhere they can thrive a lot more. Again, shooting terribly from 3, but they keep trying to make them. They've had 2 threes for maybe 10 attempts in this first half. They've got to cut that out. They've got to work the ball around and get it down into the post because all these 3-point attempts are not helping them at all.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be confident. If you're a good 3-point shooter and it's okay if you miss 1 or 2 to take it. But if your whole team, it's just not working out. You got to try something different, and you got to have a different plan of attack.
Yeah, the Grizzlies not pressing now, but they are standing pretty high up on the wing. See if they end up with a half-court trap here. But hopefully the coach for Colville is able to construct a game plan to direct his players. They all just look like lost sheep right now.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Tug Smith. That's a great description, by the way. Indian basketball.
Kenny Qualey checking back in for Austin True.
Inbounding is Taeb Wilson, far sideline. Gets it in the backcourt to Connor Marshall. Guarded pretty heavily by Tegan Prange, and they trap him in front of the half-court line. And a travel called on Connor Marshall.
Great defense by the Grizzlies, able to scare the Colville attacker enough to make him travel there, get a violation. It looks like they're playing a 3-2 zone, or maybe even a 2-1-2 once the ball gets closer to the wings, but the Grizzly defense just tearing apart the Indians.
Yeah, they have so many different defensive schemes, and they all seem pretty effective so far. They've tried at least 2 different things. Luke Nichols, right wing turnaround shot, no good. Rebounded by no one as it rolls out of bounds. Looks like off the foot of Nick Deerwester. Colville basketball.
Yeah, he ran up to try and grab it, but Wilson getting there too. Probably hit it off against Deerwester before it soars out.
Marshall in the backcourt. Once again guarded by Prange. Still working the ball around in the backcourt. Finally get in the front court. Grizzlies try to trap. Anderson, great pass inside left block to Qualey. That shot is good.
And that's what we're talking about. Get the ball inside, feed your postmen, give them the easy layups. That was great playmaking to get Kenny Qualey open.
Prange, top of the key, drives in left elbow. Now Smith, top of the key. Before he's able to get the shot up, there's a foul on the ground by Colville.
Yeah, again, called on the ground. It'll be the 6th for Colville. So it'll be 1 and 1. Or, sorry, 7th. It's charged to Sam Anderson, his 2nd, and the 7th for Colville. Michael Owen checking back in for Luke Nichols. And Tug Smith drives so quickly that he's able to draw a lot of contact down in the post, even when it's not on the shot, as we just saw there.
First shot is good, and he is rewarded with another one.
Checking back in is Kobe Cunningham. He's been a great playmaker for Colville, so hopefully he can direct the offense a bit more.
Yeah, he's also got a pretty good scoring ability as he led the Indians in scoring in their previous game with 16 points. The second shot for Tug Smith is good. Both of those good. 36-13 the score. 3:41 remaining in this first half. Cunningham with the ball. Feeds the post. Now handed off to Marshall, right baseline. Deep three-pointer. Cunningham a little bit strong. Seemed pretty accurate, but was not able to fall. Ball taken back by Colville. Tug Smith trying to go in there for the block, and it was a foul on Tug Smith, but boy, did he get up there.
Yeah, Anderson thought he was open, so going up delicate for the layup, and Tug Smith turning around. Savage attempt there as he just cracks on the arm there.
Yeah, and it's actually, that's actually their first foul of the entire half, believe it or not. And that's not a bad foul, That's an easy layup. Why not make him work for the points?
Exactly. Especially when you're fouling this little. That's a foul that coach isn't going to be too upset with. Checking back into the lineup for the Colville Indians now, Lindquist.
One more free throw coming up for Sam Anderson. Both free throws good. 36-15 the score. Prange crossing the timeline. Left baseline, Mackey. Feeds the post. That's Owen. Turnaround hook shot. No good. Rebounded by Quayle.
And that was a little lazy of a shot there as Michael Owen turned around, just hooked it up, but did not get close, missing off the left glass there.
Colville basketball. And looks like foul called on the ground against Newport.
Yeah, Tegan Prange getting really close to the Colville Indian there. Looks like he hand-checked him almost as he's trying to steal the ball. Prange is first and the 2nd for Newport now.
Left baseline, three-pointer, Anderson, a little bit strong, no good, great rebound there by Quayle. Goes out of bounds off of Quayle. Looks like he had the board, but slips out of his hands, Newport basketball.
And a quick note, Tug Smith with 14 points now and shooting perfect from the stripe. This is what we're talking about. He's been averaging 19 points, or 20 actually, over his last 4 games. Just fantastic play by Smith for the Grizzlies.
Smith left wing for the Grizzlies. Now inside to a cutting. Michael Owen hands it off to a cutting. Tug Smith, difficult layup. No good. He's able to draw the foul.
And depending on the player, there might not have been a foul on that play. It looked pretty clean, but Tug Smith is able to work his body and sell the foul as he falls straight to the ground.
2 shots coming up for Tug Smith.
Foul charge to Jacob Lindquist, his first, the 8th for Colville.
That shot breaks his perfect free throw shooting streak for tonight as it bounces off the front of the rim. One more shot coming for Tug Smith.
Krog checking in for Deer Wester.
Second shot, no good as well, rattled in and then out. Tug Smith with the steal. Drives on the much bigger Quayle, no good.
Yeah, Tug Smith was all alone against 4 Colville defenders as he stripped it away. Just kind of threw up a wraparound shot. Didn't get quite there, but just impressive hustle by Tug Smith.
Yeah, he never gives up on a play. The ball stolen away by Tug Smith, not before there's a foul called on the Grizzlies.
Looks like it's just a kick ball violation. It'll be on the baseline now.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Michael Owen hitting the ball with his feet, so good call there by the refs. Heidegger with the ball at the point. Now to Cunningham, top of the key, guarded by Tug Smith. Now left wing. That's Lindquist. Pull-up jump shot, left elbow, no good, just hitting the backboard.
And that's a situation where Lindquist needs to look around. He took a contested mid-range jumper when Kobe Cunningham came off an off-ball screen and was wide open on the right wing.
Prange, top of the key, guarded by Cunningham, hands it off to Smith at the point. Ball being worked around. Eventually to Mackey, left wing, guarded heavily by Lindquist. Now top of the key, Owen. Right wing, Krog. Driving right baseline. Feeds it inside to Tug Smith, hands it off to Owen, who hands it off to Mackey. Great inside ball movement by the Grizzlies.
And the Grizzlies have been so prominent down in the post that they've the Indians have kind of adapted to just falling to whoever gets the ball first. And as Smith gets it, and there's contest there, and then another Grizzly gets it, they get the ball to Mackey for the easy layup.
Grizzlies get the rebound off the missed shot by Colville. Teagan Prange at the point. Now Smith drives top of the key. Mackey nearly loses the ball. Maintains possession of it. Owen driving all alone, left-handed layup. No good. He's able to draw the shooting foul.
And that nearly fell in off the glass, but just a little too much contact as his arms fly up and away from the ball.
38-15 the score in favor of the Newport Grizzlies. Just over 1 minute remaining in this first half. 2 free throws coming up from Michael Owen.
That's charged to Kobe Cunningham, his second and the 9th for Colville. Michael Owen at the free throw line.
That one no good, a little bit to the right.
And Kobe Cunningham has been the headliner for Colville throughout the season, but both times that the Grizzlies have played Colville, they've shut down them so well that even their star player, Kobe Cunningham, hasn't been able to get that many points up.
Second shot is up. That one is good, 39-15 the score. And yeah, it's kind of been a pattern throughout the season, you know, the star players for these other teams. And then Danny Bradbury and Tug Smith just locking them up.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the other Grizzlies, though. Great post defenders as well, and Michael Owen and Krog.
Absolutely. Shooting foul called on the Grizzlies, going to the line, Caleb Heidinger.
Tug Smith charged with his second for Newport, the 3rd for the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies doing absolutely fantastic. Only 3 fouls in this first half as there's 54.5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Even more impressive when you see the 9 that Colville has fouled.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies have been doing all this while putting on a very impressive and a very aggressive full-court press for most of the first half.
Yeah, knowing just how much to turn up your defensive intensity, getting right to the edge where they're able to steal the ball away so many times, but not too much where you're fouling every possession.
That free throw good. 39-16, 50 seconds remaining. And, yeah, that's just discipline, you know, knowing not to foul but still be aggressive. Michael Owen in the paint. Now to a cutting Ben Krog, loses the ball as the layup's no good. That would have been wide open had he maintained possession of it. Colville basketball.
A few great passes got him open, but he just barely misses the layup.
Anderson now to Cunningham. Deep 3 from the red line. No good. A little bit short rebounded by Tug Smith. 3-on-2 situation for the Grizzlies. Puts it up himself. Nice floater from the paint, 41-16.
And he put on some dribble moves so much that Anderson even fell down a bit there before he even floated it up.
Yeah, looks like he faked the pass to the right and eventually went up with it himself. Shot by Anderson, no good for Colville. 10 seconds remaining. Layup by Nick Mackey, no good. Tug Smith with the one-handed putback with 4 seconds left.
And the fantastic... Oh, wow. Oh, if you missed that... right as it's being inbounded with 3 seconds left on the clock, Tug Smith out of nowhere strips it away and puts up his own baseline J. If that fell, that would have just been a heart-crushing end to that first half by the Indians. But they do not even get an attempt there as Tug Smith steals it. And that's just been fantastic play by the Grizzlies. Right before that, Teagan Prange, fantastic playmaker, throwing a no-look pass to Mackey, but the defender gets there quickly, contests enough where it misses off the glass. 43-16 the score at half. Grizzlies up. We have a 10-minute halftime really quick, but first, Monster Jam Triple Threat Series, Dierks Bentley, and WWE Live Pregame Pandemonium, which are all going to be at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Cubs FM has ticket for all those 3 events, and we want to give them away to you guys, our listeners. You can enter to win 3 ways. You can call, email, or Facebook message Cubs FM. Simply leave a message with your name, contact info, and preferred event. Call Cubs FM at 447-4931. That's 447-4931. Email us at kubsfm@newportgrizz.com or message Cubs FM on Facebook. 1 entry per person. Winners will be drawn Wednesday the 23rd for Monster Jam and Wednesday the 30th for Dierks Bentley and WWE. Monster Jam Triple Threat Series is Friday, January 25th. Dierks Bentley performs Thursday the 31st, and the WWE Live Pregame Pandemonium is Sunday, February 3rd, all at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Call, email, or message Cubs FM for your chance to win today.
Newport Dental & Associates is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Participating with all major insurance companies, Newport Dental provides complete family dentistry, including root canals, crowns, bridges, dentures, partials, and extractions. You may contact Newport Dental at 509-447-3105. That's 447-3105. Newport Dental, where their goal is to make your mouth healthy.
91.5 Cubs FM.
Cubs FM would like to thank Excess Portable Service for their support. Excess Portable Service provides portable chemical toilet rentals by the day, week, bi-weekly, or monthly for your construction site, business, weddings, and special events. You may contact Excess Portable Service Monday through Friday from 8 till 3:30 at 208-448-2290. That's 208-448-2290. You'll be pleased with our portables. That's Excess Portable Service.
Cubs FM thanks Caltran, the Kalispell Tribal Transit System, for their sponsorship of this broadcast. Caltran is a public transportation service operating on a fixed route from North Spokane to the Camas Wellness Center 3 times per day. Their services are also provided to the surrounding areas such as Cusick, Ione, Usk, and Newport. You may contact the Caltran office at 509-447-7247, or you may find them on the web at kalispelltribe.com.
Newport McDonald's, locally owned and operated, is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on Highway 2 in Newport, serving the Newport, Old Town, and Priest River areas for over 24 years. McDonald's is open Sunday through Thursday from 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Friday and Saturday until 12 a.m. McDonald's serves burgers, chicken McNuggets, McCafe drinks, and all-day breakfast. You can find them on the web at mcdonalds.com. Newport McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. Currently at halftime as the Indians visit league opponent Newport. It's 43-16 in this halftime. 7 minutes left until the second half begins. We're going to jump into some Colville stats. Kobe Cunningham had 3 points. Sam Anderson had 5. Jacob Lindquist had 5. Caleb Heidinger had 1. And Kenny Quayle had 2. As the Indians finished the first half with 9 team fouls. A lot of rush defensive possessions as the Grizzlies sprinted back hard on fast breaks and were able to draw lots of contact down in the post. 6.5 minutes until the second half of action. Make sure you stay tuned. Again, 43-16 the score.
Newport Hospital and Health Services is a proud and valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Newport Community Hospital is a trauma level 4 facility that offers many services including a 24-hour ER, diagnostic imaging, physical and rehabilitative therapy, general surgical care, birthing rooms, and laboratory services. Newport Hospital and Health Services is on the web at www.phed1.org, or you can call them at 509-447-2441. Again, that number is 509-447-2441.
Cubs FM would like to thank Newport Car Wash for their support of this broadcast. Newport Car Wash, located at 320 Union Avenue, is open 24 hours daily and offers a fully automated touchless drive-through service, self-service bays, and vacuums, both coin or prepaid token operated. You may contact Newport Car Wash for prepaid token information at 208-448-2290. Newport's only automated self-service car wash. That's Newport Car Wash. Newport Laundry is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM and this broadcast. Newport Laundry, located at 420 West Spruce, is open Monday through Sunday 8 to 7. Newport Laundry provides coin-operated self-service laundry facilities, personal and commercial full-service laundry, and drop-off dry cleaning services. You may contact Newport Laundry at 509-447-2809. Newport's full-service laundry and dry cleaning facility. That's Newport Laundry.
Cubs FM would like to thank Newport Pizza for its support of this broadcast and Grizzly Athletics. Newport Pizza provides a full menu of pizza, calzones, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and drinks for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. You may contact Newport Pizza at 447-2500. That's 447-2500. Newport Pizza, celebrating 20 years of service to the Newport area.
Welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. I'm Xander Adams here with Cameron Whittle. We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in halftime. It's 43-16, the Grizzlies crushing the Colville Indians. We're going to be jumping into some Newport Grizzly halftime stats. Deer Wester went 1 for 2 from the field, having a 3 there. Tug Smith leading the charge for the Grizzlies with a personal record-breaking 18 points in just the first half. He had 18 the last game they played in its entirety. He's already matched that just during the first half. Michael Owen had 5. Sam Thomas with 3. Ben Krog had 4. Tegan Prange had 2. Nick Mackey had 5. And Danny Bradbury had 3. Quick shout out to Grizz alumni Michaela Pym. She's listening out of Spokane, Washington right now. Again, 43-16 left in is the score now in halftime with 3:30 left until the second half of action starts. Make sure you stay tuned on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Surfing Newport from Newport High School, 91.5 Cubs FM.
Cubs FM would like to thank Newport First Baptist, located on the corner of 2nd and Spokane.
Immortal Youth Group every Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Real for Life, a college-age study group, every third and fourth Monday at 6 p.m. Sunday School for all ages at 9 a.m. Sunday morning celebration every Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
You may contact the Newport First Baptist at 509-447-3846. Newport First Baptist, sharing Jesus as he is with people as they are.
The Obstetric Center in Newport Hospital and Health Services is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. The OB offers a full-service medical staff and one-on-one service through the childbirth experience. They also provide classes that offer insight in what to expect on the journey of giving birth. You can find information at www.phd1.org or call them at 509-447-2441. Compassionate, comprehensive, close by. That's Newport Hospital and Health Services.
Cubs FM would like to thank Old Town Auto Sales for their support of Grizzly activities in this broadcast. Old Town Auto Sales buys, sells, and consigns cars, trucks, and RVs. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Saturdays, and closed Sundays. You may contact Old Town Auto Sales at 208-437-4011. Nice cars for nice people. That's Old Town Auto Sales, located 1 block south of the stoplight in Old Town, Idaho.
Owens Grocery, Deli, and Soda Fountain is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM, located at 337 South Washington Avenue in Newport, across from the Big Wheel. Owens provides a full-service grocery, deli, soda fountain, and catering service. Open 7 to 6, Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 on Saturday, and closed Sunday. Owens may be contacted at 509-447-3525. Family-owned and operated since 1938, Cubs FM says thank you to Owens Grocery, Deli, and Soda Fountain.
Welcome back to Newport High School. I'm Xander Adams with Cameron Whittle. 43-16 is the score moving into the second half of action. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left until then. We're going to be talking about a little bit of what happened during this first half of basketball. Of course, as you guys can tell, Grizzly is putting up a fantastic offensive performance, but also great on defense. Cameron, what do you think the Indians need to do to come back, if they can at all?
Well, we talked about it a little bit during one of the breaks, but they just need to come up with a game plan of some sort, and I think the best way to do it is just involve the post more. We've seen the few times that they have involved the post, they've gotten some nice turnaround baskets, but it seems like they just have no game plan whatsoever because, I think large part because of the impressive full court press that the Grizzlies have put on, just not allowing them to get to the front court very easily, so when they see an open shot, they take it right away.
And with how much the guards have been shooting, it seems they're all pretty confident with their three-point shooting capabilities, but they are just taking way too many, and the defense is shutting them down. So that's probably why they seem off. They're probably usually able to depend on their guards to be able to sink some jumpers, but they're going to have to switch that up. And as we said, involve the post more seems to be the best alternative, because when they've been able to work the ball around and get it inside by running down the shot clock as much as they can and using all the time they're allowed, they've had some great plays, but they are rushing through their offense, leaving over dozens of seconds left on the shot clock when they hit their shots.
It is Colville basketball. Cutting in with the ball at the point, now left wing, that's Anderson. He drives to the top of the key, guarded by Danny Bradbury, picks up his dribble. Danny closes in on him, gets a tip on the ball. He recovers it back. Tug Smith with the steal. One-on-one situation, hands it off to Danny Bradbury, who falls, and it looks like Lindquist is taking it right out of his hands. He tried to put up the shot as he was falling now. A three-pointer wide open by Cunningham. This one no good. Great rebound there by Heidinger, and he goes up with a turnaround jump shot that is good off the glass.
And that's what we're talking about. Their forwards have been playing great when they get the ball. It's just a matter of getting the ball in their hands.
Ben Krog's shot looks like maybe it was tipped, but taken away by Danny Bradbury, who goes up with a shot himself. Count the basket, and one.
And that is just way too easy for the Grizzlies. All the Colville Indians just running in transition, just expecting they're going to get the rebounds, but the Grizzlies staying back and making them work for it. Jacob Lindquist is charged with his second personal and the first of this half for the Indians.
One shot coming up for Danny Bradbury. This one no good, bouncing off the front of the rim.
Yeah, and it looks like Grizzly attacker Bradbury shot his first ball And everybody started running off after that when he had 2 shots.
Definitely. The shot is good by Bradbury. 46-18. Yeah, it looks like a lane violation because he did only have 1 shot because it was an and 1. I'm thinking it was a lane violation off of Colville. Lindquist with the ball, step back, picks up his dribble, trying to get it into the post eventually, hands it out deep left wing. That's Anderson. He hands it off to Lindquist, being trapped by Tugsmith and Danny Bradbury. Now to Anderson, reverse layup. No good. That was very nice acrobatic move, though. Danny Bradbury with the rebound for the Grizzlies. Wide open Tugsmith. Now an even more wide open Danny Bradbury. That is good. Right wing too easy for the Grizzlies. He's wide open.
The Grizzlies cannot miss. Simply put, working the ball around the perimeter, giving Bradbury way too open to a shot, and he cans it.
It is Colville basketball. Cunningham getting it to Anderson, left short corner, taken away by Tegan Prange off of the air ball. Looks like almost loses the ball. Hands it off. Danny Bradbury, left wing. Now to Tegan Prange, wide open. This one just rolls in and then out. Rebounded by Tugsmith with a little bit of help from Ben Krog. Puts up the shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. That one no good. Ben Krog with the rebound, fighting with other Colville defenders. Eventually taken away by Kenny Quayle.
And another example of defensive pressure being played by the Grizzlies, where the rest of the Grizzlies started hustling back on defense, which is great as well. Tugsmith hung back, tipped the ball, and it ends up going out of bounds on an Indian Grizzly ball.
Bradbury, deep right wing. Fakes left, drives right baseline, into the right block. That shot no good. A little bit strong. Nearly taken away by Ben Krog. Anderson ends up with the ball in the backcourt. Now Lindquist, left wing. Dribble slowly to the top of the key. Now Cunningham, deep right wing. Now top of the key, now left elbow area. Now back to Lindquist, left wing. Having trouble penetrating this very impressive Newport defense. Lindquist, top of the key, guarded by Tugsmith. Now Anderson, great jab step move. That shot no good. That was a good shot for them to take. Did not go. They get their own rebound. Cunningham, wide open 3. This one no good, just rattling in and then out. Rebounded by Tugsmith. Colville having trouble getting back on defense. Tegan Prange goes up, no good, but a foul called on Cunningham.
Yeah, that was a great play on the other side for the Indians, as there's a screen set and they're able to utilize it to get an open jumper. Just a matter of getting it to fall on the next play.
So we got 2 free throws coming up for Tegan Prange.
The foul was charged to Kobe Cunningham, his 3rd and the 2nd of this half for Colville.
First free throw up and good. Newport hitting the half-century mark with 50 points. Score 50-18, 5:10 remaining in this 3rd period. Second shot pending for Prange. That one no good, rolling in and then out. Cunningham with the ball in the backcourt. Looks like he thought about slinging it, a football pass all the way down the court, but thinks otherwise. Now Lindquist left baseline. Now back to Cunningham, left wing. Guarded by Tegan Prange, picks up his dribble. And back to Lindquist. Drives left baseline, puts up the right-handed floater from the left block, rebounded by Owen for the Grizzlies.
And in the backcourt, looks like Kobe Cunningham stepped a little weird and hurt his ankle. Looks like he's shaking it off, though.
As Bradbury goes up with the shot, which was no good, he's able to draw the foul.
Charge to Caleb Heidinger, his first personal, the 3rd for Colville, and Kobe Cunningham putting on an impressive dribble display just way too easily, just bending it at his will, really, before the Grizzlies took the ball.
First shot, no good. Yeah, you're right. Just looks like he has the ball on a string there. One more free throw for Danny Bradbury. Both free throws no good, but rebounded by Ben Krog for the Grizzlies. Now Tegan Prange drives into the paint. Nice floater there. There's a little screen set there by Michael Owen.
Yeah, that screen by Michael Owen got him wide open as he drove in. Michael noticed it, stepped in front of the defender, and gave Tegan Prange an uncontested floater.
Lindquist at the point. Hands it off to Cunningham, who drives right baseline. Now hands it off to Anderson. Mid-range jump shot, no good.
There was a beautiful pass there as Kobe Cunningham soared across the baseline. They just couldn't convert it into points.
Bradbury throws a pass off the top or the bottom of the backboard. Ben Krog ends up with the ball, nearly falls down and does fall down. Foul called.
Kobe Cunningham and Krog getting tangled up on the right corner. There's a foul called on Kobe Cunningham yet again. His fourth. And it looks like there really wasn't either person there really could have been charged with a foul, really, but there must have been a little more going down the court that the refs noticed. Kobe Cunningham checking out as he's in foul trouble. In for him is Wilson.
Yeah, again, not really sure what you can, attribute that foul to. It just looked like two players going after the ball. Bradbury under the Grizzlies' hoop. Gets it to right block. Oh, a nice reverse layup as he's able to blow by his defender. 54-18 the score. 3:54 remaining in this third period.
Yeah, and all the Newport starters in amidst this rout. Newport still going hard.
Yeah, Coach Poncho showing no mercy right now. Three-pointer taken wide open for Lindquist. This one no good. None of these shots, are like air balls or anything. They're all pretty close. I think they're just having, kind of a bad shooting night as Danny Bradbury drives for the left-handed layup. That was a good shot. Does not go in. 54-18 the score. Colville basketball. Sam Anderson guarded by Bradbury left wing. Now Lindquist. Top of the key guarded by Tug Smith. Behind the back move. Now passes across to Wilson. Taken away by Ben Krog.
There was a screen set, and Krog was able to identify exactly what play was happening as the Indian rolled off and tried to get past and drive through. Krog sprinted by, trying to grab it, but there's a foul called against him. The first for Newport, and a whole load of substitutions now. Thomas, Deerwester, and Nichols in for Newport, as well as Floner and True in for Colville.
Yeah, a lot of substitutions there for both teams. Nearly taken away by Tug Smith from Lindquist, and he does lose the ball. It looks like Tug Smith maybe tipped it to Luke Nichols. Deerwester bounce pass. Left wing, Tug Smith drives all alone. Nice left-handed layup.
Wow, that was just a great drive with a fake pass in there too, and that was impressive. It was really quick, but looks like if you watch the NBA, a Ron John Rondo-esque move there as he rocks the ball back with one hand behind him, then back through for the layup. Great playmaking by Tug Smith, creating his own shot for the layup.
Absolutely terrific drive. He's able to go up for the layup. Score 56-18 in favor of the Grizzlies. There's a timeout taken up on the court. We'll take a timeout as well on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Newport's Perfection Tire is a valued sponsor of this broadcast and Grizzly activities. Located at 311 West Walnut Avenue, Perfection Tire is Newport's distributor of Cooper tires, and they provide full mechanical services by an ASE certified technician. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. You may contact Newport's Perfection Tire at 447-3933. Locally owned and operated, Cubs FM says thank you to Newport's Perfection Tire.
We're back in Newport High School. 56-18 is the score. Again, a contest going on soon here on Cubs FM. We have tickets for 3 events at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, the Monster Jam Triple Threat Series, Dierks Bentley, and WWE Live pregame pandemonium. We'll have some announcements up on Cubs FM tomorrow, detailing everything there you need to enter, but you'll be calling Cubs FM, emailing them at kubsfm@newportgrizz.com, or messaging them on Facebook. Again, our number 447-4931.
Colville basketball, far side then to get into Lindquist. Quick three-pointer taken, no good, little bit short. Rebounded by Floner, who subbed in. Another three-pointer taken. This one no good for Wilson. Tug Smith, 3-on-2 situation. Colville having a hard time getting back on defense. They try to throw it behind the back, save by Nick Deerwester into Luke Nichols, who misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and puts it up. What a play by Nick Deerwester.
It soars out of balance, and Deerwester, as he's saving it, throws it behind his back with his offhand. He's left-handed. With his right hand, throws it behind his back straight into the key for the bucket to Luke Nichols.
I mean, I'm trying to imagine doing that with my left hand, and it just seems impossible. What a pass by Nick Deerwester. And they're able to score off of it. 58-18 to score. 2 minutes remain in this third period. Floater taken away. Rejected by Sam Thomas.
And there's a foul called. It looked like there wasn't any hand contact by Thomas, but he must have gotten some body contact there. He soared up for that block. But it will be charged as a foul to Thomas of the Grizzlies.
That is his first personal and just the second team foul. So in both halves, they've been doing a very, good job of keeping themselves disciplined and not fouling very much. First free throw, no good for Wilson. I'm just still a little bit excited over that pass by Nick Deerwester. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Yeah, that was just amazing playmaking by him and vision.
Second free throw, no good. Thomas going in for the rebound. Foul called on Colville.
Yeah, coming up hard to grab that rebound. Wilson's charged with a push. His first and the 5th for the Indians.
Bradbury taking the ball up the court. Getting a screen set there by Luke Nichols. Now right wing, Tug Smith. Now inside of the post to Nichols, nearly taken away. Eventually, Deerwester tries to get the ball, but taken away by Colville. 1-on-3 situation. Nice, beautiful layup there. He went up with the left,
gorgeous,
and reversed with the right.
Gorgeous shot by Anderson there.
Danny trying to respond with a 3, no good. Nearly rebounded by Luke Nichols, but taken away by Austin True of the Indians. Lindquist with the ball, crossing the timeline, guarded by Tug Smith, now top of the key, now left wing, that's Wilson. Drives in left short corner area, the shot no good, little bit strong, rebounded by Bradbury. He's driving in quick, pulls it back a little bit towards the three-point line. Now settling down the offense, left wing Deerwester, who is about 5 feet behind the arc, and that is well within his range. Bradbury just losing the ball out of bounds, maybe dribbling off his foot.
Yeah, he was kind of congested down in the corner, not a lot of room to dribble, and he hits it off his leg. Checking back into the Newport lineup, Nick Mackey as well as Johnny Goodman. They're in for Bradbury and Smith.
Hear the student section chanting Johnny's name. Certainly a fan favorite here at Newport. Score 58-20, 10 seconds remain in this third period. Colville basketball. Marshall with the ball. Top of the key guarded by Nick Mackey. Now to Anderson, right wing. Jab step, another jab step. Now back to Marshall. Quick three-pointer. Put up.
Wow!
That one is good with
wow!
No time left on the clock. Quick release there. Gets it to go from about 5 feet behind the arc on the right wing. 58-23 the score.
Yeah, that was so far back, and he just hucked it up. It's one of those shots you don't expect to go in. It's might as well throw it up. There's a second left in the quarter, but it finds its way in.
Connor Marshall, spectacular shot. It's been a pretty entertaining couple of minutes here at the end of the third, and the third period comes to a close. So we're going to take a quick timeout on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Ponderay Valley Network is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM, located on 108 South Washington Avenue next to the Newport Library. POVN provides high-speed fiber and wireless internet to the Ponderay and Bonner County. They also offer professional local tech support and network monitoring. You may contact POVN at 509-447-3067 or online at povn.com. They are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in winter and 9 to 5 in the summer. Ponderay Valley Networks, everything internet.
Welcome back to Newport High School. We are in the midst of a blowout. It's 58-23. Moving into the fourth quarter of action, I'm Xander Adams with Cameron Whittle.
Yeah, there's no sugarcoating it. We've been witnessing an absolute slaughter here by Newport. 58-23 the score once again. Fourth quarter just underway here.
Not really big news for Newport there. The last 3 games have all been blowouts against league opponents. Grizzly ball now at the point for this fourth quarter of action. It's down to the key, and a quick shot thrown up by Nichols. Misses off the glass. It's rebounded by Floner for the Indians. Wilson now at center circle, passing it to the left wing. Marshall slings it down to the left block, throwing it up through some contest there was True.
Great pass there by Connor Marshall over the head of, I believe that was Luke Nichols.
Slicing the lead down to 33 points now, and stolen away again. The Colville Indians takes a jump stop and sends Thomas flying right past him. Sam Anderson able to create a very easy shot for himself. 58-27 the score after that bucket. 7:21 left in the fourth. Coach Poncho calls a timeout. We're going to be taking a timeout on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Cubs FM gives a special thank you to Ponderay County PUD. Ponderay County PUD provides funds for electric bills to families in Ponderay County who are facing financial crisis situations due to employment layoffs, medical conditions, or other unexpected circumstances through their Neighbors in Need program. For more information, you may visit Ponderay PUD at 130 North Washington in Newport, or you may contact them at 447-3137. Quality service at low cost. That's Ponderay County PUD.
Riverbank Family Restaurant and Faze Lounge is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on 402 North Idaho in Old Town on the right side of the Ponderay Bridge, Riverbank Family Restaurant and Faze Lounge serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays starting at 4. They are open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You may find them on Facebook or by calling 208-437-0892. Overlooking the beautiful Ponderay River, that's Riverbank Family Restaurant and Faze Lounge.
Welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast and to Newport High School. I'm Xander Adams with Cameron Whittle. 58-27 the score with 7:19 left in the fourth. Grizzly ball at Deerwester at point, passing it to Sam Thomas. It's rotating down to the right corner, back to the right wing. High pass into Luke Nichols on the right block. Hesitation, step by Mackey, gets him an open layup that he misses. Rebounded by Nichols, puts up his own and sinks it. 60-27 now with 7 minutes left in the fourth. Colville ball. Marshall in between the circles, passing it to Wilson at the left wing. Faking a drive, then taking it back out. Rotating to the right wing now, an open three, nearly banks in, but it's off. Grizzly ball, Deerwester commanding the floor at the point for the Grizzlies, passing it off to Thomas, rotating down to the left corner. Open three by Mackey. Another one falls for Nick Mackey. 8 points in this game, which is a career high for him.
Great unselfish play there by Sam Thomas. He probably could have got off a three-pointer, but instead makes the extra pass to the wide-open Nick Mackey, who drains it.
Yes, and now a screen set on the other side of the court. Gets an open three in the corner. Misses by Marshall. Deerwester on the rebound and loses it out of bounds on his own dribble. And there's a point in basketball where you can put all the flashy dribbles on you want, but you get to a point where there's a bit too much. That was showcased there. It's just a one-on-one defense. Could have just passed to the front court, trying to get a little crafty with it, and it's out on his own dribble.
Yeah, Nick, usually a pretty good ball handler, just flies out of his hands on that one as he tried to go behind the back.
Kobe Cunningham checked back in for the Indians. He passes it to the left wing to Wilson. Wilson driving into the left block and banks it in off the glass.
Nice floater there.
5:45 left in the fourth. 63-29 is the score, and low pass to Deerwester, soars out of bounds. Thomas not able to grab it. Indian ball. Colville ball, moving into the front court with 5:30 left in the fourth. Kobe Cunningham bucks it down to the right corner to Marshall, bouncing it into the right block. Floner's pinned, back out to Marshall. A hook pass to the right wing. Out to True. Passing it down to the left corner. Wilson driving in, floating it up. No good. It's almost grabbed by Cunningham, or rather Marshall, who zooms in to grab the board, but knocks it out. Prane just checking back in for Thomas. Michael Owen back in for Luke Nichols. 63-29 is the score with 4:50 left in the fourth. Grizzly ball, Prange at the center circle. Taking it to the far sideline, passing it down to the left corner. Another corner three for Mackey, just barely missing there. Indian ball on the fast break. It's 1-on-2. Trying to get his own shot off was Wilson there. No good. And it's called out of bounds on the baseline. It's Colville ball. At the left block, Marshall passing out to left wing to Cunningham. Jab step, pulls up in the face of Deerwester, missing off left iron there. Foul's called on the ground, down in the key.
That foul called on Johnny Goodman, who just checked into the game recently for the Grizzlies, his first personal, and that is the 14th foul for the Grizzlies. Not exactly sure what that was. I just saw him boxing out. Maybe the ref saw something a little extra.
The great back cut by Marshall gives him an open layup off an assist from Wilson. 63-31, with 4 minutes left in the fourth. Deerwester on the left wing for the Grizzlies. Passing down to Goodman on the left corner. Bucks it back out to Deerwester. Thought about the deep three, taking it to point now. Back out to Goodman on the left corner. Back into Deerwester. A 25-foot three misses off the back iron. Rebounded by Colville now. At the right wing, driving in, throwing it up from behind his head. That's missing by True. And it's Grizzly ball now on the rebound. Prange passing out to the right corner to Mackey. And it looks like a double dribble's called.
Yeah, Tegan Prange, he was driving down the right side of the court, thought he had an open pass and kind of touched it with his other hand. So good eye there by the refs.
And Kobe Cunningham passing to left corner now to Marshall, taking to the left wing by himself. Passing back out to Cunningham, helping his man out. He's at the top of the arc, passing it down to the left corner to Floner. Back out to Cunningham. Using the screen to get to the left wing. Passing back out to Wilson at point. And a beautiful pass to the right block as Floner cuts and he gets the 2 points. 30-point lead for the Grizzlies with 2:53 left in the fourth. Prange at point. Looking for a pass. Backing it out to the timeline, motioning for someone to come help him out. He dishes it to the point now to Goodman. Kicks it over to the right corner. Very open three for Deerwester. Missing on the far iron. Not something you see often from him. And there's a foul called against the Grizzlies.
Foul charge to Nick Mackey, his first personal, fourth team foul for the Grizzlies.
Colville in the backcourt. Cunningham moving it to the point now to Deerwester. Crossing him and trying to just throw it up there from his waist, but it misses off the glass. Over to the other side of the court on the right elbow is Prange passing out to point. Then down to Goodman. Open on the right block. Misses the layup and throws it back up and is fouled.
Great job by Johnny Goodman to get the rebound after the miss. Some players will just, give up on that and try and get back on defense, but he did not give up on the play, got the rebound and was rewarded, and he is rewarded with free throw shots.
Goodman's first free throw just rolls around and out. Visible disappointment from the crowd there.
Coming in for Colville, Jacob Lindquist.
Goodman with his second free throw. Also bricking off the front iron. Rebounded into key by Lindquist for the Indians. 2 minutes left in the game. Colville trails by 30. Lindquist at the center circle. Thought about the pass. Needs a more open one. Hands it off to Lindquist, who moves it to the left wing, down into the left short corner. Passing it back out to where he thought Lindquist was. Lindquist had cut by that point. It sails across the court, and we had two Colville players against the one Grizzly racing to try to grab the ball. Backcourt violation called. It's Newport's on the baseline. 1:30 left in the fourth. We have a running clock here. And Prange tried to get a no-look pass off into the key to Owen. A lot of contest there, so it's tipped out by the Indians.
Yeah, and on that backcourt violation, it's a 30-point lead for the Grizzlies. About 1:15 remaining. You should have three guys sprinting as fast as they could for the ball. I love how the hustle's not dead yet in this game.
Deerwester just barely missing that three. It rattles out for him from the right corner. On the other side of the court, it's tipped away by Newport, then recovered by the Indians at the point. Step back three for Lindquist. Barely misses, and that's a shot you want to see. You have crafty dribble moves, and they pull up. It's sad to see when it misses. Goodman now, the right short corner for the Grizzlies. Back out to point to Prange. Kicks it out to left corner to Mackey. Looks for the pass. Slings it over to the left wing to Deerwester. Kicking it back to point. Rotating down to left corner again. Mackey for another three. Missing off the near side of the iron. Prange grabbing the rebound, wrestling for it. Down to the right corner. Another three flung up by Newport. Sinks for Johnny Goodman. And if you can see the Newport crowd right now, they're going nuts over that shot. Grizzly fans love Johnny Goodman.
Everyone on their feet right now, the entire student section.
Colville ball on the left wing now. Wilson missing the shot the wrong direction as he pulls up for the floater. Grabs the rebound now on the right block. Handing out to the right wing. Deep three taken. Misses by Lindquist. 8 seconds left on the game. Mackey taking it to the right wing. He'll just be dribbling it out. Great win by Newport here. 66-33, the final score. Yes, great game by Newport. And as Cameron notified me, if you watch the NBA, Lakers up against the Chicago Bulls, and I love my Lakers. Great news. Stay tuned for some post-game information here on this Grizzly basketball broadcast. Grizzlies coming away with a 33-point win against league opponents, the Colville Indians. Stay tuned for your post-game stats.
Rogers Body and Frame is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics and Cubs FM. Located at 530 South Cass and Highway 2 in Newport, Rogers provides full-service auto collision repair, working with all insurances with loaner cars available while your vehicle is being repaired. Rogers Body and Frame is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. You may find them on the web at rogersbodyandframe.com, or you may call them at 447-4225. Rogers Body and Frame. Like it never happened.
Newport High School's 91.5 Cubs FM.
Welcome back to Newport High School. I'm Cameron Whittle alongside Xander Adams. The Newport Grizzlies coming off of a blowout win, 66-33, doubling the points of their opponents, the Colville Indians. And once again, I'm Cameron Whittle here with the post-game stats, starting with the visiting Colville Indians. Marshall with 5 points, Kobe Cunningham with 3, although he did play very well as like a floor general. Sam Anderson with 9 points, Taya Wilson with 2, Jacob Lindquist with 5, McKenna Floner with 2, Caleb Heidinger with 2, Austin True with 2 points coming in the fourth period, and Kenny Quayle with 2 points. So they did have a lot of players who did score in that game. And now for your Newport Grizzlies, Nick DeRester with a 3-pointer in the second quarter, Tug Smith with 20 points, which is a team high and a game high. And keep in mind, 18 of those in the first half. So he only scored 2 points in the second half, and he didn't really play any of the fourth quarter as well. Michael Owen with 7 points, Sam Thomas with 3 coming in the first period, Ben Krog with 4, along with Tegan Prange, Johnny Goodman with the 3-pointer in the fourth quarter, which got the fans excited, Nick Mackey with 8 points, which is a season high for him, Danny Bradbury with 9, and Luke Nichols with 4 points.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game fought by the Grizzlies. Again, Cubs FM is hosting a ticket drawing. We have 3 events we have tickets for, from the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, the Monster Jam Triple Threat Series, Dirks Bentley, and WWE Live Pregame Pandemonium. Make sure you stay tuned tomorrow for more information on those events. But you'll be able to call, email, or Facebook message Cubs FM your contact information to be entered into the drawing. Those events in the next coming weeks, you're going to want to be a part of this drawing. Again, Grizzlies winning 66-33 against the Colville Indians. The next game the Grizzlies will be playing will be Friday away at Lakeside High School, and the next day, this Saturday, they play again at home. If you can't catch those games, again, tune in to 91.5 Cubs FM or KUBSradio.com. From all of us here at Cubs FM, to you, good night and go Grizz.
Cubs FM says thank you to Siebers Pharmacy for their support of this broadcast. Siebers Pharmacy is open